you ever see they go like that? They little. I don't know what the hell it was. It wasn't cocaine, but they would sniff little.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, you never saw
What
that?
the hell are you talking about?
They would have little black. You know what I'm talking about? They have those like those They like that.
Is it to like cover up the smell of the plague in the street or something?
Maybe, I don't know, but there was a real rich person thing to like.
Interesting. No, I do not know.
I no clue what you're talking about.
What?
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh God! Wait, hold on.
This is the Stabby Road Podcast.
And welcome back to the Stabby Road Podcast. I'm TJ Kiss. To my left is
Rob Graydon.
Next to him is
Sonia Harcourt.
And next to him is
Just Stabby Tech Josh.
Stabby Tech Josh. All right. So we spent all month discussing vampire films, and when we first started discussing these different vampire films as ideas, I brought up Interview with the Vampire, to which Josh had mentioned he had never seen, and I said, well, then I'm definitely going to force you to watch this film now.
I forgot you hadn't seen it.
I saw this movie, just like all of these, when I was younger, and I've seen it multiple times since then. It is not my favorite vampire movie, but it is up there. I do enjoy a lot of this movie. There are some parts of it that maybe I think could be different, but alas, it is a very enjoyable movie for me that I enjoyed a lot. The basic premise is it hits on a lot of the similar things that we discussed, where, you have this guy, Louis, who lost his wife. Well, let's reverse. It is called Interview with a Vampire, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we start with this guy meeting with Christian Slater, who's playing this journalist.
One of my favorite actors.
Yes.
And
anytime he shows up.
And he actually was supposed to be played by River Phoenix originally.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's there to interview this gentleman who claims to be a vampire, played by Brad Pitt. And he tells him basically his entire origin story, and we follow all along throughout the whole film. But the basic premise is he starts out, he lost his wife, lost his child, and was basically waiting for death. And Tom Cruise, who plays this vampire Lestat, he's seeing this guy who's throwing his money away. Basically, there's a scene where he basically is begging somebody to shoot him, but the guy won't do it because he doesn't have the stones. So Tom Cruise decides to take him and make him his companion, his vampire companion. And then one of my favorite parts about this is the juxtaposition between the two. Mm-hmm. Because you have Tom Cruise, who is very just bloodlust. He's been a vampire for a very long time. And Brad Pitt throughout this whole film is holding on to the last shred of humanity he has by, I'm not going to kill and feed off of people. Tom Cruise is unbelievable in this movie. This is the first movie that I saw where I view Tom Cruise in a different light. Up until that point, I kind of just viewed him as like a,
take him or leave him.
Teeny Bob, girls love him, he's cute, that kind of stuff. I actually I was thinking about this when I was thinking about coming on the podcast to talk about this movie. When I was growing up, the Beatles, to me, were always, I want to hold your hand, she loves you, yeah. That's all I ever thought it was. I didn't pay attention really.
Right.
And then when I was in high school, I listened to the Beatles One album, or the Ones album that has all of their, and I'm like, holy shit, I didn't realize most of this stuff was the Beatles.
Yeah.
And it's a very similar where I'm like, I didn't realize Tom Cruise was actually this good of an actor. I didn't know he could do stuff like this.
The pretty boy stereotype. Like Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic.
Right.
And then he had actually done great roles prior to this. Yeah,
that's true. He had done Grapes of Wrath.
Privy to it, and that's why I like the Beatles is what really hits home to me, because it's like I had no clue all these songs I actually liked were the Beatles.
Right.
But I didn't really realize that Tom Cruise was actually that really good of an actor. And when I saw these movies that I had not been wanting to see because of Tom Cruise, I'm like, what an idiot. You know what I mean? What an idiot 10, 15-year-old TJ was.
Weren't we all?
And one of the most amazing things is that Tom Cruise's casting in this was lambasted by everybody who wanted to have this movie made, including the author.
Which is absurd, because he's by far the best part of this movie.
And
it's like Christopher Nolan and Dark Knight drama all over again.
Yeah. It happens always.
All the time.
Well, that's the problem with making films out of books, is everybody's already seen the movie they made in their own head. They have no interest in what you're trying to make, because they already know what the movie should look like.
Right.
But Anne Rice actually personally called Tom Cruise after she saw the film to apologize, and then she took out like a 2-paragraph ad in Variety to say how much she loved the film, and specifically Tom Cruise's performance, because she felt so badly about just hating on it so hard.
That's fair. Yeah,
forever. And imagine if it was in 1992 or 3 when this happened, if it happened now, the amount of social media nonsense that would be going on. Like, he probably would not have done the role. It probably would not have been. It would not have been done by him. It would have been done by somebody else.
Yeah.
This also was the first major role for Kirsten Dunst.
Yes.
Who plays a 11-year-old vampire.
Who's also incredible. Like, blew me away.
Yeah.
Probably, like, I think you said in one of the earlier episodes we recorded that she might have the best performance in the film, and I think she does.
Yeah.
She does.
I think it's my favorite Kirsten Dunst performance to this day.
Because she plays a little girl, like a legit little girl when you meet her. And then you see her evolution as a vampire. Of course, she just like we were talking about in...
With Ely.
Yeah.
And you watch her grow up mentally.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's all in the eyes, too.
Yes.
You know, like...
Her ability to act as a, God knows how old person towards the end of this film in an 11-year-old body, like you said, with the eyes and with the way you're delivering her lines. It's just like, it's wild. Yeah. Wild. The only thing that I will say, and this, again, it's funny how all these things tie in. Maybe I guess because they're all vampires, but similar to The Hunger, how when David Bowie goes away, I get the same feeling in this movie. And I'd seen it multiple times, and I get the same kind of feeling every time where I'm like, oh, there's still more. Like, I always forget that there's still more to the movie.
Yes.
And he's not even actually gone when he's gone. He comes back twice. Or 3 times he comes back in this film. You see him again. So,
but you feel him when he's gone.
Yeah, when he's not there. And it's not that the other stuff isn't good. It's just it doesn't live up to what Tom Cruise is doing on screen.
He injects an energy into it that is just... It brings it to life in a way that... And I wonder if that's kind of the maybe that was intentional, that kind of juxtaposition of his manic sort of, poshy, aristocratic energy against Armand and his sort of disillusioned, bitter, dreary. Mm-hmm. So like maybe that was intentional, because it does feel like a very different movie when he's in Paris with Armand and Claudia.
Well, that was my critique of it, but unlike The Hunger, where I sustained the energy throughout. Cruise is so incredible, but I don't really care about anything else that's sort of happening around him. Like, the plot is sort of iffy for me. And then Cruise dies, and then we switch over to this Bandera storyline where what's happening there is so interesting and so fascinating. And despite it being Banderas, who is incredible, and I forget the sort of magician style vampire who's like, he's a phenomenal actor in his own right. Yeah, I can't remember his name now.
You're talking about David, Doctor Who?
He's not. Yes. No. Was he Doctor Who?
He was a Doctor Who.
He was a Doctor Who? I did not know that. I think of him from being in V for Vendetta.
Oh, fair.
But so, for as incredible as that stuff is, the performances aren't as strong as what Cruise is doing. And so it felt like this weird thing of like, well, by the time the plot gets interesting enough for me to care, we've lost Cruise. And by the time we've lost Cruise, it just was like, oh, I never got on board fully with it.
That makes sense.
But there were a lot of elements I did like.
Yeah, like that vampire performance.
Oh my God.
That they put on.
It's phenomenal.
I forget about that almost every time. Yeah, it's
so
really
fucked up.
Yeah, very. And I love how the audience's reaction in that is great. Like, they're just like wildly disturbed as they should.
That was maybe my favorite scene in the movie.
Vampires pretending to be humans, pretending to be vampires. Yeah. How avant-garde.
Yes.
Like, just...
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Stephen Ray, not David.
Yes.
Oh, but was he a Doctor Who?
Hold on.
No, it's Stephen Ray. That's who you're thinking of.
Oh.
I have to find it. Hold on. You guys keep talking.
I read the books in college.
Yes, Stephen Ray.
And I think I saw the movie once after I read the books, which obviously, that's bitter. I spent most of my 20s being like, the role should have been reversed. Brad Pitt should have been Lestat. Tom Cruise should have been Louis.
That was Anne Rice's suggestion. One of her suggestions.
That was it. But then rewatching it now, this is the first time I watched it, and I think like probably 10, 15 years. And I was like, oh, nope, nailed it. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like I had my own prejudice affecting even my ability to see what he was bringing to the character.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Lestat is a pompous, snarky,
yes.
immature, selfish, spoiled little shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise nails it.
Yeah, he
With
does.
like this, there's just enough empathy. Just enough that you don't completely hate him.
Mm-hmm.
Just like his whole tragic loneliness. There's just enough, but like, no,
And there's
he nails
also
it.
implications because, I mean, they, not just the metaphor of vampirism, but it specifically in this movie, they do equate it to sexual engagement. And there is the implication that Tom Cruise was done against his will. And he was like, I did not have a choice in this.
I'm going to give you the choice that I never
that
had.
was sympathetic to me too, of
Yeah.
like, oh wow, you're dealing. I did not like this movie, but I loved what they were doing with those two.
Mm-hmm.
And if I ever rewatch it, it will be because of the relationship with these two. Because not only are you dealing with a gay couple, you're dealing with a gay couple raising an adopted daughter.
Mm-hmm.
These are things that haven't been done really today.
Yeah.
In a non-horror setting.
Right.
You couldn't have this movie in a non-horror setting where it's a gay couple played by two A-listers raising a daughter, dealing with sexual assault, dealing with frustrations of aging too, and a couple falling out of love. And what I loved so much about, the perspectives that were drawn is by viewing this through Louis' eyes. That's almost the character you'd have, and I don't like equating gay couples to straight relationships, but in any other movie, that would be the woman in the relationship. And I think by having somebody like Brad Pitt play that part, it was so refreshing.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen a man in those shoes of like
Really
wanting a daughter, wanting
and being vulnerable.
It was so refreshing, and especially an actor I love so much like Brad Pitt, it was incredibly refreshing to watch.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You should read the books.
I should.
Or at least the first two.
Okay.
For sure, you would really like them. Yeah.
I've been on a real reading kick recently.
Then definitely. I never read 3. I never finished Queen of the Day, and I wanted to because I
made a
wanted to
movie
get
of that,
to
right?
Armand's
Yeah,
book.
Aaliyah, the late great Aaliyah. Yeah.
That movie's fun. I will die on that hill. The casting
Queen
of
of the
Lestat
Damned.
in that movie, Queen of the Damned, that was a fun. It's not like it's a very aughts movie. It's very of its time. But the Lestat, the way they make him the rock star in it, they did a great job. But I really wanted to get to Armand's book too because there's something about that character I really would
Yes.
love to explore more about him, and they do in the musical.
Oh, there's a musical. I know
There
there's a show.
was. Oh, there was a musical. Lestat, die young, live forever.
That's
That was the slogan that became sort of an ongoing Broadway joke, like die young. I think it only lasted 6 months.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Elton John bragged about writing the score in 3 weeks, and then
Oh my
ate
God.
those words.
Yeah, apparently.
And it sucks because the cast was phenomenal, and they tried so hard. But he tried to make all 3 movies and all 3 books in one. Interview,
Oh, God.
Lestat, and Queen of the Damned, basically. Like a little bit of Interview, then mostly Lestat, then some Queen of the Damned. Like, the tone was all over the place. There was like Creole numbers like Louisiana, and then there was like rock and roll. And yeah, anyway. What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
But Armand, they dive into like his relationship with Lestat
oh interesting.
and
Oh,
why it's much more personal than we really are shown in the movie.
I was gonna say they
Yeah,
only
they
really
don't really,
just
they
hint
just-
at it
yeah.
in
They-
interview. Yeah.
Yeah, they really get more into it. So yeah, I highly recommend reading the books.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I again similar to the fucking Jim Carrey movie.
Once Bitten.
Once
Once
Bitten.
Bitten. Like I really like this movie in theory,
yeah.
but when I was watching it, I'm also not a big fan of like period dramas and of this era, and all the gaudy costuming and that's it's never really appealed to me. But I what they were doing with the character work was very interesting to me.
Yeah. I liked the opulence of the time period that we get to see them in because it does feel like a very vampiric.
And, I mean, it's over a course of quite some time.
Oh yeah.
Because the first time you're seeing them, they're in, I think, early 1800s
Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
so there's still slavery.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at
But,
that time.
you know, I mean, to me at least, when you and oh my god, some of the ways they handle some of that stuff is interesting to me too.
Yeah. Yeah, because you forget like Tandy Newton's in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like to me, when I see those types of period dramas, it might as well be Middle Earth.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's so foreign to you.
It's so foreign to my like.
That's interesting.
And I'm not a fan of fantasy either. So
Yeah.
you know, I I like things that feel a little more tangible to, and that's not to say I'm I don't know, whatever, because I like Star Wars too, but you know, I don't know, it always feels so foreign to me that I especially when it's dealing with like wealth and opulence and all of those things, it's just so sort of at a distance to me. But
Gotcha.
what they were doing with the characters, I really liked.
I sort of agree with you. I think in this case, it was sort of a counterculture of that, where it is there. You see this big opulence, and
this is the best version of it. For
me.
You
see opulence, you see wealth, you see that, but you also see how quickly that can be taken from you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and how quickly you're, because he was a slave trader, or a slave owner at the very least.
He had a huge plantation.
Mm-hmm. Huge plantation. How quickly all of that just goes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You know, and so and how quickly you have to change your lifestyle. You know,
going from that to then like to literally being in a gutter,
living in the street.
Or having to kill cats and dogs because you don't want to suck blood, or all these sorts of things, or having to change the little girl. You know, during because now the plague is here.
The plague is hitting.
Like she's already dead. What are we gonna do about it?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Because if she was there, maybe.
Yeah.
3 or 4 probably hours later, she'd be dead.
Yep.
Well, that's one of my favorite parts of that is like, so Louis gives in to his urges and bites her.
Yeah.
And that's when Lestat, instead of letting her die, converts her.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because at that point he knows Louis is wanting to leave, and it's like, this is going to make him.
Yes.
Well, he now has a carrot to hold in front of her.
It's almost like a woman getting pregnant to like keep a marriage or like trap him.
Yeah.
That's 100% what it is. He sees the writing on the wall. He's like, he finally gave in to some of his instincts, and now I have something to use against him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also really liked the what the fuck do you call it? Like the biting? It's not because it's not biting. Like the blood transference. Like they would like break at their wrists. Or it felt so visceral and also very intimate. And
very intimate. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And then like, the drinking from the wrist, it was so, there was, I don't know, it was off-putting, but in a way that was like refreshing.
And kind of sexy.
Yeah,
I get it. And Kirsten Dunst, even
oh my god,
all these years later, even before watching it again, which one of you did it? Which one of you did it? Which one of you made me the way I am? And the way I remember being like maybe high school and just being completely dumbstruck by that one line.
Yeah.
Their performance in that one line.
Yeah.
An 11-year-old.
I know, it's incredible.
Maybe she was, I think she was 11 when she did it. Yeah.
God. The pain and the anger.
Yeah.
This is, I mean,
and when she cuts her hair too, and it grows
back.
So,
well, that's when she says it is right after that.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, she's a talented actress, but this might still be my favorite thing she's ever done.
I've loved everything I've ever seen her do. You know, I haven't seen her whole filmography, but everything I've seen her do, I've loved.
This one's just on another level.
No, it's incredible. And fucking, and I was the opposite from TJ, where like for me, Tom Cruise was Mission Impossible,
right?
You know, and then as I grow up and you watch Magnolia and you watch Risky Business,
I think Magnolia's probably my favorite.
Is by far his best role.
I think it's my favorite for all of those.
But this holy fucking shit! Are you kidding me?
No,
I don't do that often. I'm not one of those. Oh my god! I can't believe you haven't seen this movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I can't believe you haven't seen that movie.
I do not like to shame people. I don't like shaming you, but damn you for not seeing Magnolia. Damn you!
It's on
Yeah.
any given day, my favorite movie ever made.
Okay.
It's so good. It's so
I
fucking
never
good.
actively avoided it. It just never like presented itself in a way where it was.
It's honestly
Okay.
Yeah.
At gunpoint, I'm gonna make you watch
Okay.
it. You have to come over. And we have to watch it. It is my one of my favorite movies, if not my favorite movie ever
Damn,
made.
okay.
It has the best soundtrack to any movie ever made.
Ooh.
It has some of the best performances of any movie ever made.
And
it's
this
the
is
movie.
Tom
Some of the
Cruise.
best storytelling, visual storytelling.
And it's your favorite Cruise role?
My
I think it
favorite
might be
Tom
my
Cruise
favorite Tom
role.
Cruise
It's
role,
not
yeah.
even close.
Wow.
I mean, Lestat is up there now
Yeah.
forever, but it's not even close.
Damn,
Yeah.
okay, shit.
Yeah, and you've seen it, right, TJ?
Magnolia a long time ago.
Okay, yeah.
Long time
Well,
ago.
we got to do a stabby movie night.
Do Stabby sleepover.
non-horror stabby
The
dude.
non-stabby
A
sleepover.
non-stabby sleepover.
Yes.
Oh, a movie marathon would be fun.
Oh yeah.
We should.
We have so many
We do,
ideas.
we do.
My God.
But yeah, that's the movie that
Gotcha.
I want to make more than any other. It's fucking incredible.
Okay. I trust
and-
y'all's judgment and
Oh, yeah.
implicitly.
Truly a movie that only could have been made by somebody on copious amounts of Hollywood cocaine.
Nice. Nice.
I mean, just an insane movie.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Rob, what did you think of Interview?
I really liked it. I mean, I saw it in the theater.
Nice.
I saw it at the Ziegfeld back when the Ziegfeld was still a thing. So it might have been one of the last movies that was there.
No, it was still a theater
Oh,
up until
yeah.
very recently.
That's true.
I
Yeah,
saw The
yeah.
Lion King there, but no, now it's an event space.
Yeah. So I saw it at the Ziegfeld on a huge screen, and
love
and
Ziegfeld.
and at that time it was a spectacle. It was like an event movie.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it came out. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch. I remember thinking that I really loved the just sort of epic scope that it had, going over leaping over such a long period of time. Like even ending up like where he could I actually love that moment when Brad Pitt talks about how he went because of the onslaught of color movies, he can now watch the sunrise.
Oh
Yes.
my god, I was
Oh,
choking
yes.
up over
Yeah.
that.
Oh my God, that was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was.
Or like the
Yeah.
blue of the ocean.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
black at night. You can't see it.
Yeah.
And seeing that again for the first time.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I was getting choked up
Yeah.
hearing that.
yeah.
That was
a great little
beautifully
twist
done.
you don't really see a lot
Right.
in vampire films.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
no,
think
it
about
wasn't.
that part.
It wasn't
No.
like the great. It wasn't like my favorite of the Cruise films, but I generally liked it. I generally liked it quite a bit.
Yeah.
There was a and I liked the Stan Winston's makeup.
You beat me to it.
There
I
was-
was like,
there was-
Lestat's death.
There's a really terrific little interview with Stan Winston on a Fangoria DVD, and he talks about having to doing the makeup, how actually quite difficult the makeup was on Tom Cruise, and something you don't really think about, and that is your skin is slightly different when you have blonde hair versus when you have dark hair. So when they gave him a blonde wig, it didn't look right.
They
Right.
probably looked really weird.
Yes.
They had to physically change his skin tone
Oh my god.
completely, and his eyebrows and everything,
Yep.
so that it looked natural.
When if I wear a brunette wig
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I don't do my foundation slightly darker and like darker eyebrows, it just does.
Really?
It
It
looks
looks weird,
like it's
yeah.
like uncanny valley. Like somehow your brain knows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. And that same documentary, there, the little interview with Stan Winston, they were, he talks about how like that. There's a great disintegration scene that he has. That's all in camera, from like live action to like this dummy that's being curled up.
Corridor Crew
He
did
talks
a
about-
breakdown recently.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Did
Yes.
you see? Oh
It's
my
incredible
God.
how they pulled
I
that
also
off.
loved the crumbling, the little girl and the woman who were like
Oh,
huddled
God,
up.
Kirsten
like-
Dunst,
Oh my
yes.
god, yeah.
Yeah, because she's like
Oh, it was
defending her.
just-
Yeah.
Or
Some really
these are some
amazing-
of the best looking vampire teeth.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the teeth are
Like
great.
they do these crazy close-ups where they just look real. They don't
look
look
natural.
Like, yeah, they
Yeah.
look
So
natural.
in this Fangoria interview with Stan Winston, they talk about that. Why do I keep saying that? Oh, it's because I did the interview.
Oh.
So they.
Oh, the
Mr.
shade.
Flex.
Thank you.
Mr.
Look,
Flex.
can you see this? Can you see that?
Mr. I got
you.
to interview
Yeah.
Stan Winston.
You.
You did the interview with the vampire.
I did the interview
You
with the
did the
vampire.
interview
I
with
did
the
the interview with the
vampire.
vampire maker.
The interview with the vampire maker.
Yeah. They actually do talk about the fangs because they had to make them very, very thin.
Wait, is that can we Stabby post that?
Sure. It's on. I mean, it's a DVD. It's called the Fangoria Blood Drive.
Dude,
I don't know if they have it on YouTube.
If these end up on YouTube somehow mysteriously, we definitely didn't post them.
They definitely did not post them. Somebody put the Clive Barker interview up
dude.
on YouTube, which I also did.
I've seen that.
That you can see.
Totally under my own volition, I watched.
Yes.
not with any pressure whatsoever.
No.
But the funny thing is, Stan Winston's studio has a foyer, which is where usually the interviews take place, and there's tons of his work around there, like Danny DeVito's Penguin and all these. I mean, it goes all the way around. Half of the Monster Squad is there. The two things we could not shoot were anything with Tom Cruise. So we actually couldn't shoot Lestat, who was standing right behind me when I was interviewing him.
Oh wow!
And I think Cruise had that in his contract. That he said you can put up those statues, you just can't shoot it. They can't
That's
be
so
shot.
weird.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
only.
weird.
I don't know what the reason was. I didn't ask. Because
I wonder if it's
Winston was a little curmudgeon-y kind of guy. I didn't want to. I didn't want him to go. That's it. That's the end of the interview.
I wonder if that was like that height thing, because wasn't he like really insecure about that for the longest time? Like,
yeah, because
without the angles
short,
and seeing the statue.
Big lifts.
Exactly. So that I wonder. Dude, that's bad. Okay, so wait, tell me more. The teeth were like they made them really thin.
They're almost like paper thin, so they could fit in the mouth and they'd be able to talk.
Yes.
Because a lot of times what happens with vampire movies like that, when they have the teeth in, they have to redub their voices.
Right.
Yeah.
They're talking like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
So
if they're really chunky, it just doesn't look right and doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That is
So
cool.
they had to make them very thin so that they could fit in the mouth, look imposing, and they'd still be able to talk.
For their facial makeup, for when they're vampires, they had to hang them upside down for about 30 minutes. And then they would trace
where the
their
blood
veins
Oh my
on
god.
their face. And then they would take them down and then do all their makeup, but that's how they were able to get that super cool, hyper realistic,
that was
detailed
so
veins.
brilliant. I love the little veins.
But that's
in the
how they
face.
did it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's one of the reasons why Brad Pitt hated making this movie.
Fair.
He tried to get out.
That's rough.
It would have cost
30
him
minutes.
$40 million to get out, so he was like, I'll tough it out.
That's like genuinely
penalty.
dangerous.
Yeah.
That's actually really dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't that long ago that they probably knew what they were doing for the most part.
But still, 30 minutes inverted, that sounds like hell.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
Yes, that is for sure.
Whew. That's all right. No, I don't blame him then. That's impressive. But I mean, maybe then he should have showered more.
Yeah, I've heard horror stories of that.
Oh my god, I had no idea until this.
Wait, what?
What are you talking about? Yeah.
That Brad Pitt is stinky?
That Brad Pitt
Apparently?
doesn't shower.
I buy
Oh my
that.
god.
Or
I
wear
buy that.
deodorant.
I would totally, but it makes sense.
Really?
I feel like that makes total sense.
I don't know why
Think
that
about
shocked
anytime
me
you've
so
seen
much.
him not in a movie, he looks dirty.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's true.
Hey.
How is
Anytime
he?
you've seen
How
him
is
not
he
in a movie.
bagging so many?
Fucking look at him.
Maybe
Yeah.
he showers right before he gets giggity. I don't know, but yeah.
Right before he gets
Yeah, but up until he gets giggity, he's still got to stink.
Yeah, but
He's
he's
still gotta
Brad
be-
Pitt. They don't think they
Exactly.
No,
You know
man.
what?
Fucking look
If
at
it was
that
Brad
thing,
Pitt,
man.
and oh god, yeah,
So
the
sick.
veins are
Yeah.
gorgeous. Yeah, if Brad Pitt walked in right now and was stinky, but he was Brad Pitt and he's like, "We're going back to my place," I'd be like, "All right, you have a shower there, right? All right, let's go." I mean,
He's doing
you're
this with
allowed
his
to.
hands the whole time.
You're
Yeah,
allowed.
It's Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Brad actually when he acts, not in this movie though, but like in Fight Club and in Glorious Bastards, he acts with his pinkies and his thumbs.
Yeah.
If you ever notice, he talks like this.
Yes.
Yeah, watch him talk. Every line is like
Okay.
this.
It makes him look like he's in 12 Monkeys in every movie
Yeah,
because that's where it makes the most sense.
Yeah, it makes more sense in 12 Monkeys,
I'm
but other
picturing it in
movies.
Fight Club.
Yeah.
It's like he got it from there and was like, I'm going to keep doing this.
Yeah.
This is working.
He acts
Nobody's
with his
saying
fingers.
anything, so I'm going to keep doing it.
Bugs.
I gotta rewatch
Yeah.
Inglorious
what's in the box?
Bastards to look for that because I don't remember seeing
Yeah.
it there. But
Well, he stopped it by the time he was doing Jesse James.
oh, okay.
So like probably
'cause his hands were-
2009.
His hands were in his pocket.
kept
the
his
whole
hands in
time.
his pocket
I think
the
the
whole
director was
time.
just like, just keep your hands in your pocket. Stop
Yeah.
making me
Is that why they started telling him to eat everything
Yes.
now? Is that why he's got to eat so he stops doing that with his
Oh
hands?
my god,
He's
that's
either
funny.
eating or he's got
His hands in his
hands
pockets.
Yeah.
We just outed some massive Hollywood cover up that they
Yeah.
like Brad Pitt
Sorry.
can't control his hands.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
Ricky Bobby, in the interview.
Yeah, so now we have the Hollywood elites and Whitley Strieber coming after us.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well,
We're really
well,
making waves.
And-
that's Godzilla and King Kong.
That's true.
we let them fight.
Yeah.
Stryber,
That's true.
he's coming after the Hollywood elites.
I
Right,
do,
because
yeah.
they're lizards.
They're
They're
lizard
lizards.
people.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, and we just sit back and watch.
And we just
record
sit
it for
back
the
and watch
podcast.
and record it for the podcast.
All right.
Whitley Strieber
that's the
versus the
plan.
lizard people.
Oh my god.
Which I will pitch him when I'm on his show.
Oh my god.
At least I'm first a little bit. Okay.
If you get on that, you need
Yep.
to like bring in a secret.
He has to break into a pizza store.
Oh my god.
That he has to break into like
Oh,
a
like
one of those-
Pizzagate?
the Pizzagate store.
Pizza
Yeah.
Hut, yes.
That's where all the lizards are in the basement.
Yeah.
With Hillary Clinton. Yeah.
Instead of
Hillary
Skull
Clinton.
Island, it's Epstein Island.
Oh
It's-
my god.
Oh my
Still-
god.
What was that little St. James that the fucking...
Wow. Holy
This is we're absolutely. I'm pitching this to.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
pitch this
God.
to his face.
Oh my god.
Oh, Josh, I love you. Holy shit.
I'm hoping by the next time we record, I'll at least make some more headway.
I was
You'll
gonna say,
make
I
some
want
actual
to
real
update.
contact.
Or he would have gone missing.
Or I'll-
Yeah, one of the
missing.
two. One of the
Yeah.
two.
So do we have more about
I
Interview
still don't try-
Vampire?
I
Should
still try to
pitch
make
my
it as
trilogy
energetic as possible.
of
Well,
I do have
Whitley Strieber movies?
What?
just another.
Oh, yeah.
To go back to Lestat's first kind of death.
Yeah, that scene's amazing.
That entire sequence. I love the idea of the tricking him with the
Yes, with the
not
laudanum.
with the dead blood. Yeah.
Yes.
And she put the chemical in it to
Yes.
keep it
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah.
So that when you eat it,
That
and
was
then-
great.
And then he
And then
drinks the blood.
slitting
He's
his
like,
throat.
you
Oh
gave
my-
them absinthe? Like,
Oh my god!
Yep.
It was
No,
so
laudanum.
good.
laudanum. It kills them, but it keeps the blood warm.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you're savage.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
and it was
Yeah.
good. It was still pretty good CGI in his transition.
Oh my god,
watching
that
it
was
now.
But even
incredible.
then,
It still holds
it's all
up.
one shot. Like
Yes.
like it isn't just the CG parts. The CG parts are transitional.
Yeah.
From
Everything
him
else
to
is
actual
Puppet.
Yeah.
practical effects, and so it's and I
Didn't they have
if I
something
remember
like
correctly,
14 puppets?
something like that, and
my
they
God.
also used the motion control camera.
Yes,
so that it's
that's
constantly
right,
Moving in the
yes.
same.
Mhm.
It's kind of like it's one of those magic tricks where it's not
Yeah.
just one thing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's about 5 different
So cool.
pieces of magic that they use to get that to pull that effect off.
Yeah, TJ, if
it
you haven't
works.
seen
It's
the
incredible.
Corridor Crew video, I would highly
Yeah,
recommend
I
it. They
will.
do a
Have to watch
great
it.
Yeah, if you have the
breakdown.
opportunity, go see Corridor
Yeah.
Crew
I will have to
doing
do
it.
that.
Yeah,
And we'll put that in the show notes.
In the show notes.
yeah.
That was a great breakdown. Costumes.
Yeah, costumes
That
are
was
Who do we-
fantastic.
Who did the costumes? Because
I can
God,
find out real quick.
damn, I have it up too.
Oh, I love.
They were so beautiful, especially Claudia's dresses. I mean, they really did. She managed to, or whoever the costume designer was, managed to design a dress that looked appropriate for the time, but that also looked like a dress that belonged on a porcelain doll.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's exactly
Which was
what
kinda
she was. Their Barbie doll.
Sandy
She
Powell.
was, yeah.
Sandy Powell. Sandy, hats off to you, because her blue dress, just, God, I have dreams about that dress. But yeah, like they dress her up like a little doll, and she looks like a little porcelain doll.
Oh, she's doing that new Frankenstein movie, The
Oh.
Bride, with the Maggie Gyllenhaal one.
Oh, okay.
okay.
That movie looks insane.
That
Yeah.
does look insane.
And it's a musical. They haven't been advertising it, but
It's a
supposedly it's a
musical.
music. I know. I'm all on board.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Oh my God.
She's done a lot. She did Hugo, Shutter Island, a lot of time.
Wow.
Scorsese,
Scorsese. Yeah.
Aviator, Departed.
Ooh, Aviator, nice.
Yeah, she's
I
done a lot.
love. I mean, I do. I know you're not a huge fan of historical, but I love a well done historical piece for costume's sake. Like the cosplayer in me just. And knowing how much work goes into them,
Yeah.
how much work goes into them now, and thinking about how much work had to go into them then,
Yeah.
like the amount of time it would take, like the pantsuit with that like teal and gold one, the amount of time it would take to hand embroider that, we're talking weeks
Yeah.
of time, and it just blows my mind seeing that. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
I like historical pieces, and I think the thing that always makes it or breaks it for me is usually the costumes.
We talked about that with the witch, right? Yeah, you were like, it didn't look like.
Because costumes, I mean, the wardrobe I'll give you a perfect example. Let's look at the difference between, I don't know, Newsies or something, and Gangs of New York, right? You look at those costumes; they don't look like wardrobe.
No.
They look like they've been living in that. They look like some of them had to steal it off of a clothesline. They look lived in. They look dirty. They look wrinkled.
Yeah.
It bothers me whenever you see a period piece and the clothing looks like an hour before it was on a hanger on a rack.
And like slightly distressed.
Yeah.
Or like maybe had some
If that. I mean,
dirt
you're lucky
thrown
if
on
you
it or
get
coffee
that.
grounds rubbed into it. Yeah.
So I think a lot of times because it's easy to make cool sets.
Yeah.
But it always breaks for me when you look at a costume and that's and
when it looks like a costume.
It's just clearly it had a tag on it an hour before, and it's not, they just
like it's an H&M shirt that they just tore
three
up.
people help put it onto an actor. It breaks the illusion for me.
I would agree. Yeah. No, I loved the costumes in these. They were, especially I don't know, just knowing that that's how men once dressed. Like, that's just pretty cool. I don't know.
That's how men once
like,
dressed.
you get to be pretty too.
Yeah.
You can be pretty. Why not do that again?
Well,
takes too much time.
Yeah, but also there's
Does
been,
it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's been, and I don't know.
You don't say.
I don't know what part of history changed that, but when it came to things like the Renaissance or the there was much more of an effeminate aesthetic to everyone.
I mean, it was the rich, the aristocracy. Like,
Right.
you had all the delicate, glamorous, shiny, expensive things.
Yeah, like they walked around with handkerchiefs
Yep.
and they had little whatever those things they shoved up their noses and you ever see they go like that? They little I don't know what the hell it was. It wasn't cocaine, but they would sniff little.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, you never saw
What the
that?
hell are you talking
They would
about?
have little black. You know what I'm talking about? They have those like those they like that.
Is
and
it
they
to
would
like
sniff-
cover up the smell of the plague in the street or something?
Maybe I don't know, but there was a real rich person thing to like.
Interesting.
this-
Oh, I do not know.
to
I
sniff
know
on.
what you're talking about.
What?
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh God! Wait, hold on.
Oh, he's gonna look it up now. I'm sorry, Rob. I believe you.
Hold on,
I just-
wait. Let me see if I'm asking this correctly. Siri, back in the old revolutionary days, what was the aristocracy? What was that thing the aristocracy used to sniff up their noses?
How on earth is she ever going to get you something
I
for
found
that?
this on the web.
Oh, that's not even close. It starts with George Orwell. How on earth?
Oh.
Because Josh.
Let's come
But
back
it's
to
cold
it.
talk, and people, and if you see in the old comedies when they tried to be they would sniff and they would sneeze. I forgot what it's called, and I'm going to kill myself because I'm going to find this out tonight, long after this. is over.
Aw.
Well, we'll get that nice text message
Yeah.
in the group text. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody knows, just put in the comments the little snifter they would have, and because they would pull their handkerchief out of their sleeve, and
Right.
wave it around very foppishly, and then they would have a little thing that they would. If there was even a little circular case, they would open it up, and they would they look like little pellets that they would like this up their nose, like a very
don't know.
aristocratic, and they might even put it back. I don't know what the
Did
fuck
they
it
do
was
this
for.
in Interview with a Vampire?
No, they didn't.
Where'd this come from?
Yeah, I don't know.
But in Arizona,
That was my fault talking about
I have
the
no idea what you're
men
talking
being
I'm telling you,
You were talking
how
about
men dressed
dressing
effeminately
nice.
when they were rich. Back when it was
Oh,
like that's
okay.
how.
are they called snifters? Let me see.
I
Hold
mean,
on a
it
second.
could. Yeah, I think so.
But
Actually,
that's for brandy.
Yeah.
No, that's not. Yeah, that's right. But
Yeah.
You think of poppers?
no,
That's more.
No.
That's way
Poppers
more
is something
recent.
you didn't
way
call
more
it.
recent.
that's
yeah.
definitely.
I know
No,
that's way
this is
more. I know.
revolutionary times.
Josh, you got poppers right now?
We'll talk.
Hold on.
He's got to find it. Let him find it.
Yeah,
Let
you
him
guys
find it.
talk amongst yourselves,
Okay.
or to the audience. Actually,
Well, yeah, 'cause I was-
forgot where there's a show going on.
I was just saying that, like,
yeah.
I missed when men got to be
Yeah.
dress up and be pretty too.
Men
It's
got
like,
to be a little gay
when
with
did
it?
that? When did that
Men
change?
got to be
It
a
was
little
like
fruity with it?
when you didn't have to prove your wealth by wearing all of your wealth, basically.
And then we made fun of them and called them metrosexual.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And that was the end of that right there.
And
I
then
know, and that wasn't. I love that South Park episode where it's the oh my god, what was that gay makeover show?
Queer Eye?
Queer Eye.
for a straight guy.
Yeah, where they do, and it's like, oh my god, the men are all metro now. They're like washing their hands and combing their hair, but then by the episode, they're like, okay, but he wants to spend more time at the mall than I do now. I loved that,
Yeah.
but yeah, I know. Yeah, we made fun of them for taking care of themselves. Good job, society.
And as always, women are to blame.
Oh my god.
How about that?
You're not wrong.
I am wrong.
No.
That was a joke.
Not in that regard, I don't think.
No.
I think women were harder on men with that than men were.
Yeah,
In that particular
sometimes.
instance.
Yeah, but those guys were called metrosexual, and then they were also called gay. You know? And so that I also think probably men at fault there a little bit too.
Yeah. For the
God forbid you trim your fingernails.
exactly. God
you know?
forbid you clean the dirt under your. God forbid you wash your
That's what I'm
asshole. Yeah.
You're supposed to just bite them off, right?
That's what I do. Yeah, it's still what I do.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, naughty. No.
Any update on the nose pellets?
This
Oh,
is gonna
on the
bother me
nose
so much.
pellets.
We're gonna get a
I'm
text
so close.
afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
He's so
Aw,
close.
He is so close.
I've almost broken the case.
I keep getting, what did King Louis XIV smell like?
Oh God.
And that's not it.
I don't
think you're
wanna
very close
know.
if that's what you're up
They
to.
put little things in their noses.
I don't want to know.
Dude.
Damn it. Naked cooks? No, that's
Naked
excrement
cooks,
rats.
stop looking at your
The
private
secretly
browsing.
disgusting history of the royal. Oh my God.
Rob, you're gonna go down a weird rabbit hole.
No,
he's already there,
He's
man.
already
It's gonna
there,
put you on a
man.
list.
I'm gonna get pulled over on the way home. Is Rob Graydon in the vehicle?
Oh,
Oh, okay, here.
Oh.
Renaissance aristocrats put very sweet-smelling herbs, spices, and perfume powders in their noses, often held in, pomanders or vinaigrettes to mask unpleasant odors for perceived medicinal benefits, such as warding disease.
there
So
you
that was a big benefit. They would do that. They would
It's like the beginning of potpourri.
They had
Yeah.
little. They had
or like
little
perfume.
Yeah, like what looked like pill cases. They would take a little, like that, and then they would hand it to other people at the party, and they would do that.
We're gonna be near
If
the
you watch
pores
old-
soon.
If you watch
Make sure.
old-timey movies, they do it all the time.
Okay.
This is absurd. Did anybody else, and it wasn't as pervasive the whole time, and it was not as bad as the example I'm going to put forth. Did anybody get like a little bit of the Keanu Reeves and Dracula thing with Brad Pitt only in the Revolutionary War era?
Not nearly as bad.
It's not nearly as bad,
Yeah.
but I'm also going, you belong on a beach with a surfboard, not on the front lines of the revolution.
That's
Like,
yeah.
it was a little too modern a performance.
Yeah, that's fair. I would
Yeah.
like, especially in the opening when
Yes,
he's like
it's
doing the
very
physical
early.
work.
I did not
Yeah.
have that throughout the movie, but it was
that. Yeah.
specifically. I was
Yeah.
like,
You're like,
That's fair.
like you've
Yeah.
never
Seem a
done
little-
that. You've
yeah.
never tilled the land.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Oh, poor Keanu Reeves.
Well, that's why he had the slaves.
I
so he
love
didn't
Keanu.
have to-
Exactly.
Well, yeah, he didn't actually till the land. Yeah, I
but
love
yeah, no,
Keanu Reeves,
that's
but
valid.
that performance is rough.
So Winona too. I'm sorry, that performance is terrible.
She's not as bad for me. It's
She
not
is for
great.
me. Makes me mad. Makes me mad how bad
That
she
movie,
is.
that is
I'm
one
like,
of the
you get to
best
play with
vampire
Gary
movies.
Oldman. Fucking
Jesus.
get into it.
Be better.
Be better.
I love
And that's
when Sonya
Oldman's
snaps.
best
It's one of my
performance, I
favorite
think.
things in the world.
Sonya Crash Out.
Yeah.
I try not to do it too much. Sorry.
No, it's good.
Nope, you're good.
I love the ending so much.
Oh my god,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
little hammy, but it's so good.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect. It
no,
is exactly
it was exactly what it needed
Lestat,
to be. Yeah.
and just then the fade into the sympathy for the devil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great cover too.
Oh, that is that's the version I know.
Yeah.
Like that's the version I grew up with.
Another great subtle effect when he does what he's doing and he puts his hand on the wheel.
Yeah.
You watch his hand
Yes.
feel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it goes from very skeletal to like the
Oh,
the Tom
that's
Cruise
so
hand.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I love that. And
I
he's
did like the final reveal of him when in modern times when he tells him when he goes and sees him again, he's all
Yeah.
alone in that house. And
yeah.
the helicopter comes and he's so scared and
Yes.
freaking because of the light. And he's like, it's not going to hurt you. It's not real
Yeah.
light. Like
Yeah,
he doesn't
understand.
Again, he doesn't know what that is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
his light only came when the sun came out.
Yeah. That was a very touching, sad, but also like maybe this is your comeuppance. I don't know. That was a really well done scene. There were a lot of emotions to be feeling,
Yeah.
and it's like he's now seen Louis become him. He's not really. He doesn't feel for you anymore, man. He doesn't have any more empathy. He's lived long enough now
Yeah.
that he's like, you brought this on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the scene between the two of them when he discovers him after all those years and he's just like sitting there in that old house.
Yeah, that's what
That's
we're
what
talking
we're
about.
talking
Oh, I checked
Yeah.
out for a second. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm so hot right now. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
it's good.
All right.
No,
do you want to
beautiful
play?
I don't feel so bad now about
About your
my
nose
snifter
sniffing.
my snifter journey. Yeah.
Yeah, we should. We'll do two truths and a die.
Two
Two
truths
truths
and
and
a
a die. TJ, I know, has these locked and loaded.
Two truths and a die.
The crew had to build trenches into the ground for Brad Pitt to walk in next to Tom Cruise for side-by-side shots.
I would believe that.
I would believe that too.
Sam Raimi was considered for director of the film.
I don't believe that.
This is the first film adaptation of Anne Rice novel.
I actually think that one's the wrong one.
That's
I
the
think
wrong
that's
one.
the false one.
Yeah.
That is the false one.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, good
That-
job, guys. It was actually Exit to Eden.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which was
Dan Aykroyd, Rosie
Dan Aykroyd,
O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell, and
That
a
is
zany
so
comedy.
Yeah,
random.
They went to
Yeah.
like a sex resort.
It was supposed
Oh
to
my
be.
I remember
god.
It was supposed to be a thriller/horror film. Somehow it became a zany comedy.
Oh my god.
With Rosie O'Donnell and Dan Aykroyd.
That's hilarious. I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be like one of her naughty books. Maybe that's why. Those were
It
good.
was
TJ.
one of
Those
her
were
naughty
really
books.
good.
It was.
It was an audiobook?
Yeah, it was one of her erotic books with because it took place in an S&M.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Yeah.
S&M Resort is where they live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
wow.
turned
Like
I guess,
undercover cops, they go.
undercover
I think, I
cops
remember.
go into but I guess they
Oh.
weren't comfortable with it being sexual, so they turned
Yeah.
it into like a zany comedy.
Oh, that's wild.
yeah.
that's
Although you get to
hilarious.
see Dana Delaney completely nude in it.
Wow.
That's the only thing I remember from that film.
Nifty. All right.
Another bit of fun trivia, which I just found out as we were, and I didn't want to say because I didn't know if you had it in Two Faces and
Two faces.
but,
Two faces and a lie.
is Daniel Day-Lewis was originally given the
Yeah.
part of Lestat.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That
Like,
would have
just
been
given?
crazy.
Yeah, but dropped out weeks before filming. So Tom Cruise got the role after Johnny Depp turned it down. So Cruise is actually third choice.
wow.
That's crazy. Because, I mean,
And
they're all
weeks
great.
before?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I can't imagine
Yeah.
anybody else
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
yeah.
good in it.
No, I agree.
I could
No, I would
imagine
love to see
Johnny.
Lewis.
Well,
Oh.
Daniel Day-Lewis. I'd love
Yeah.
to see what he would have
I
done
could-
with it.
Oh yeah.
I could imagine
That-
Johnny too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine all three. I think Lewis is probably the only one. Lewis
Probably
really
the only
like
one
to
that
see.
could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Do
done something
something different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Johnny Depp would have probably been similar, maybe a little bit more silly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
guess.
Or even a little more like emo, like maybe like a little more
Well, yeah,
Edward
back in
Scissorhands.
'94, Johnny
Yeah.
Depp,
Yeah.
you know, versus Pirates of the Caribbean.
Exactly.
Johnny Depp.
Like
Yeah.
I'm picturing emo. Yeah.
I would love to see Daniel Day-Lewis now play a vampire.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Now that he's pretending he didn't go into retirement.
Again.
This is after
It's
every
like the
movie.
fifth time, right? I don't
But like,
I
he's
guess
doing-
when you give that
in,
much
like-
into every role, you're like, I'm not doing this shit ever again.
Well,
and then
yeah,
you're like,
there's that.
oh, I'm
But in every
bored."
interview he's doing now for this film he's in, he's like, "Yeah, I never said I was retiring."
Oh my
Like,
God.
dude, you
Don't gaslight
definitely
us.
did.
That's funny.
So I don't know, but
And I was going to say slash or smash, but I'm pretty sure we'd all.
it's across the board.
This is an across the
Yeah.
board smash
Yeah.
cast.
With the exception of one.
Well, all right,
Obviously.
come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously.
All right.
But
cool.
my God.
All right.
Yeah, they're all
So hot.
every other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be an
And
amazing.
we never
Banderas?
even
That'd
we
be an
never
amazing
even
orgy.
touched Antonio Banderas.
I know.
We touched a
we did
little
a little
bit.
we
bit.
never really talked about
That
Yeah.
whole section of the story I thought was great.
I love Armand's character so much. He's
Yeah.
so complicated. He's so dark.
There's a lot more to it, right? In the
So
actual books
much
and
more
stuff.
to it, and
I've never read the books.
I-
so
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you
know.
definitely get the feeling
He
that
has his own book, and I haven't
Yeah.
gotten there. I just need to say fuck it and like not read the third one and just skip it and go to his, because actually I think it's Queen of the Damned and then Tales of the Body Thief and then the Vampire Armand. So there's technically two in between Lestat and that. I'm just gonna be like, fuck it, I want to read Armand's book because yeah, he and Lestat have. It sounds like a very similar history that
Interesting.
Louis and him have,
Oh,
and
wow.
he was no longer a golden child, and like because I mean, in the books, if I remember correctly, he deliberately kills Claudia to hurt Louis
wow.
because he knew that would hurt Lestat.
right.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually, in the musical, there's a song about it. It's called "After All This Time," and it's like Armand gloating about seeing Lestat broken, and
Oh my god.
yeah. So highly
Wow.
recommend reading. The first two were great, and then I want to read Armand.
Nice.
Well, there's your reading list for Stabby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stabby Tech, Stabby Road books, Stabby Road,
Stabby Library.
Stabby Library. Stabby.
Stabby Book Club.
Stabby
Stabby
Book Club,
Clubs.
something like that.
I'm like trying to think of like the
There's a good-
Scholastic Book Club and like the bus and stuff that used to come. I was trying to think of a road pun,
The
but
Stabby School Bus.
Stabby.
That's kind of cute, actually. I like that.
Stabby school, Stabby.
I think we're all a little tired and hot.
Yeah.
We'll come up with stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the Stabby Road Podcast. Thank you for hanging out with us for another hour this week, and we are so happy to have you with us. Please don't forget to follow us on our socials on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and of course Blue Sky. And don't forget to like and follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to that channel so you can get your notifications and all that kind of crap, so you can see what we're doing and get notifications whenever we have new content up.
And there's going to be a lot coming.
There'll be a lot coming, and we got a lot of stuff planned. So on behalf of all of us here at the Stabby Road Podcast, my name is Rob Graydon.
I'm TJ Kiss.
I am Sonia Harcourt.
Lestat.
And
thank you for taking a hot, sleepy walk along the Stabby Road with us.
I'm going to sniff something.
Which one of you did it?
Stabby Road Podcast was created by Joe Senna. Recording technicians Josh Graydon and Eric Todd. The Stabby Road Podcast is a production of Fourth Castle. All rights reserved. See you next week.